Teachers rarely get the entire summer off. Usually they're researching, planning for the upcoming school year. But this summer, HISD's teachers spent time with engineers, medical research scientists, and even in the construction industry. Here's a look at how our teachers were immersed in the science, technology, engineering, and medical fields.
We are working with the organization Pumps and Pipes, which is a collaboration between engineers, physicians, and people from the aeronautical industry. The goal of Pumps and Pipes and HISD is that we are developing mentorship programs. So it provides an externship for the teachers to go out into the field to see exactly what's going on in industry.
And we'll take those real fluids.
Those mentors have been their resources. The students can speak to the mentors, the teachers can speak to the mentors as they develop these projects and hopefully present them at the end of each semester.
And the viscosity is going to increase a lot.
As a teacher and as someone in education, you rarely get to come out into the workforce and see what your students are going to go out and actually be doing once they leave the classroom.
It really gives us an idea of how we can connect a lot of the content that I teach my students in my class to real-world industry problems that they're facing.
Because the kids really need to see the applications right in front of them of the basic science that they're learning.
Taking it beyond just the classroom, but showing them, okay, this is why we're studying this, or this is why we're looking at this, and being excited about it.
I am definitely awed and excited to be able to tell the kids all the work that you've been doing for engineering and the things that we've been pushing towards for engineering in our school. This is the job that you can do.
It's a matter of helping the students that grow up here in Houston realize the opportunities of the world. There is opportunity out there and we need you. The shortage we have is not of jobs, it is of skills.
If you study math, you can be an astronaut. If you study physics, you could end up as a cardiovascular surgeon or a drilling engineer. And so that there is a very exciting career opportunity as an endpoint to studying what may seem like fairly dry subjects at the time.
And so I hope that it inspires them to say, hey, you know what, math and science and technology, those aren't boring. Those are the most exciting areas there are because there's so many cool problems to solve.
It's a very, very good opportunity for the teachers to go through. It gives us lots and lots of great ideas for our classroom.
It allows me to have more options for my kids, to steer them into an area that's going to make them happy and fulfilled, which is what our life is about.
I will use my basic science and my medical background to teach my students, and they will be amazing. You better believe it. If I have anything to do with it, they will be amazing. They will be prepared for something like this in the future.
I want students to know why they're sitting in the classroom and they're doing these exercises. It's all about looking toward the future. We're going to hire the people we need to answer those questions, and the students need to know that. We need them. We need them more than ever before.
Joining me is Career and Technical Education Manager Dana Sturdivant, DeBakey High School for Health Professions teacher Shannon Naves, and from Lee High School chemistry teacher Stafford McCaskill. Thank you for joining me to discuss the teacher externships this morning. Dana, this program is in its second year, and can you explain to us a little bit about the purpose of the program and how you've gotten the industry involved?
Sure. The purpose of our program is truly to link students' learning to a possible career opportunity in the future. And in order to do that, getting those teachers out there, educating them on what is going on in industry currently, and so they can figure out how to relate it back to their curriculum and bring it to the students in their everyday classes. As far as industry, just about every one of our local industries currently has a labor shortage, and they've truly grasped onto this idea as a way to showcase what they do, and they're have been thrilled to be able to show our teachers what's happening out there so that they can in turn go back and reveal it to the students.
Shannon, you're not just a teacher, but you're also a certified nuclear medical technologist. What was it like for you to go back into the industry and spend a week in the medical center, I think, and see that industry again up close?
Oh, it was incredible. That's where I started my career when I first got out of nuclear medicine school. So it was incredible to be able to go back there again. The Texas Medical Center is just an incredible medical facility that we have the most current technology, most current research, and it's just an incredible place to be able to learn and to take our students back to.
So what did you learn? What kind of experiences did you have that you can bring back to your classroom?
Well, we partnered, my mentor was the Texas Heart Institute and the Regenerative Medicine Lab. So I got to go there and learn about stem cells, which is just fascinating to me. And we got to see how they're using stem cells in treating heart failure and with some treatment of necrosed tissue and dead tissue and how they're regenerating the tissue. So it was incredible to be able to go there and learn about stem cells.
Stafford, your particular externship was with Vaughn Construction. Were you amazed at the available career opportunities that are out there now in that industry?
Yes, absolutely. Right now, Houston is going through a construction boom. And so the construction companies, they're finding it very, very difficult to meet the demand of these industries that want to expand simply because they don't have the labor force. And so that was very encouraging. The kids, one of the messages that I want to take back or talk to my kids about is if they don't have definite plans for life after school, they can consider the construction industry, and they don't have to have a special skill. They could go in at the ground level. As a matter of fact, a number of our guides, they started out as simple laborers, And so Vaughn Construction, they usually start their general laborers out at $17 an hour. So it's very encouraging. They don't have to linger in limbo. They could just go out, apply for a job, just a general labor job, just holding a stick and measuring, just keep the stick straight, or just take an inventory of instruments and make $17 an hour while they figure things out, while they sort the rest of their life out.
It certainly sounds like a viable alternative. So what was the most interesting thing that you saw as far as the processes that you witnessed during this experience?
Well, the most interesting thing is the how green the construction industry has become. What they've decided to do was, they modified the concrete. And so instead of using some of the components that they had in the past, they simply added fly ash to it. And by adding fly ash, they were able to lower the amount of CO2 emissions. Okay, and so in my classroom, that's one of the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to manipulate the formula because the TEKS address all of these things. The kids will have a very good understanding of where we're going with this. Okay, how did they modify it? What was the benefit of them modifying it? They're going to be able to answer this, and so that's going to be my primary focus.
So real-world application of those TEKS, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
So Dana, what were some of the other industry experiences that our teachers have gotten to have through this program?
We had a couple of groups of health science teachers went to, one group went to Memorial Hermann, another went to Methodist Hospital. We had, of course, construction with Vaughn Construction, Balfour Beatty, and Merritt Brothers. We also had engineering at Baker Hughes, hotel management at Hilton Americas. Lots.
Wow, wow. Shannon, as you were out there, I know you came across lots of researchers and scientists and physicians. What was their perspective of, and their attitudes towards the teachers coming in to those experiences?
Oh, they were wonderful. They're just so passionate about their industry and about their career, and they're so passionate about educating the youth that they opened their arms up and let us in. They're willing to work with us in whatever way we can to educate the kids. They were wonderful.
And certainly they realize that some of these kids will at some point be their colleagues and replacements.
Absolutely,
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So Dana, are there plans to expand and increase the number of externships for this program over the next?
Definitely. We started with the Linked Learning Cohort 1 schools. This past year we added on not only Cohort 1 again, but Cohort 2 as well of the Linked Learning Group. And next year we'll continue on with 3 until we have met all of our schools in HISD.
Well, certainly this sounds like a very valuable program. And thank you for the work that you've done on it. And I enjoyed hearing about all of your experiences.
Thank you.
Thank you.